Hi guys, thanks for watching. This is Questra UK, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the weekly profits that we've been getting. Now, this Friday that just went, so yesterday, 10th of March, Friday the 10th of March, we at Atlantic Global Asset Management received, I would say, the highest this year in weekly profit. Basically, the managers who manage our funds in Atlantic Global Asset Management firm, they made, let's show you guys, if we go to news, they made a whopping 7.13% growth on our money. So everybody across the spectrum of the Questra UK investment program, um, managed by Atlantic Global Asset Management, which is AGAM for short. So in the AGAM fund, across the platform, 7.3% was paid out to everybody. So based on the packages people have, and different packages have different rates of return, the 7.3 minus the commission. So each package has a commission rate and each one is individual. So based on your own package, 7.3 minus your commission, that's what you got on the money you've invested. So whether it's 90, 270, 2,430 blue package, black package, whatever it is, your interest rate is based on a package individually, but across the spectrum, it's 7.13% last payment. Previous week, like last Friday, the week before yesterday, 5.77%. So if you see the difference, so if you had the same packages and you were just withdrawing your weekly profits, which you're allowed to do, this week it's a really good jump, 0.15+% in growth from the previous week. The week before, on the 23rd, 4th of February, the weekly income the managers earned us was 6.46%. The week before that, on the 17th of February, we all earned 6.16%. 12th of February, there was a special investor package introduced, where they introduced 2.5 million all the way up to 5 million, for the huge tycoon investors. So this opportunity initially started off for the tycoons, who had 100,000, disposable income lying around, and it was specifically for that market. But then it opened doors for the general public like you and I, and they allowed smaller colored packages, so you could start from as little as 90. And if you notice, it all goes up in folds of three. So 3 times 90 is 270. So you've got the yellow package at 270. 3 times 270, is 810, so on and so forth. You know, um, so yeah. So also on the 6th of February, they actually applied on the accounts, the USD currency. So those people in China, India, America, or those continents that or countries that operate under the dollar currency, natively, they could also do trades, because previously what it meant was you'd have to convert your dollars, exchange it into euros, and then do the investments, because it was predominantly European based investment program, where they'd expanded and you know attracted a huge growth of new investors across the globe, the world, shall I say. Um, let's have a look. Previously, we've had improvements on security systems. Um, right, 3rd of February, the weekly income the managers attained everybody was 5.21%. Let's go on 27th of January. The last week of January, we got 6.47% on every package, minus your individual commission rates. 20th of January, 6.17%. And the first week of January, we got paid 7.03. So you see the big jump we've had. So the first week of January, we got 7.03%, and yesterday we got 7.17, I think it was. So yesterday's payment was the highest we've received this year. So this is really good. If this continues every week, I'm very happy, because the returns receiving, it's brilliant. But obviously I'm reinvesting, and but I am making a good return. For those investors who are starting off small, yeah, I would say ideally start off with something like 2,430 package, uh, solely because you'd be earning approximately 115 euros, 113 euros a week, which works out to be around £100, more or less, right? So £100 a week passive income from your own savings. So if you've got a, I don't know, saving account somewhere with, some, retail bank, which you'll be earning 2 to 3 to 4%, if you're lucky, AER, which just means annual equivalent rate, people. Annual. That means for the whole year, if you put that money, that's what you'll get for your 4%. This investment program is giving you free for 4% to 4 to 7%. Depends on weeks, and I've showed you just this year what we've been getting. And if I show you my account and how it's working on the dashboard, sorry, should I say, you'll see like the initial 90 euros that I started off with 7 weeks ago. There you go. You can see that I've had 7 payments come in, and each week this was the returns I've made. And this will continue growing over the way through 52 weeks. So anyone can start with any amount, and best thing about this is passive, so it's not based on those referrals or those multi-level marketing, you know, scams out there. So, depends on how you're looking at it, but this is a investment program. It works by the funds that you invest in. There's 25 managers, and they're all allocated by default 4% of your money, and these managers invest your money and make profits, and on the profits you receive weekly profits which you can withdraw. Your initial deposit is a, let's say, a 1 year saving package. So that fund, this investment company will utilize in it, and they'll invest your funds in like IPOs, stocks, indices, commodities, debts, bankrupt businesses, and they will refurb it, regenerate the profit growth on each business section, divide it up, sell it off, and make profits with your money. And then we receive weekly profits based on how well they did each week. Now I'm going to show you a little bit more on the account side, actually, how the managers work. So let's go for my red package, or whichever one, a green one. So I'll go to manage. So if you have a look here, like I said, so that green package, which was 810 euros, yeah, that fund, that 100% of that fund, so let's say this 100% of that fund, there's 25 managers, right, investment managers, and these investment managers get by default 4%, because 4 times 25 is 100. So 100% is divided to 25 people at 4% each. So they all get a chunk of your money, and at 4% they're allowed to invest in different things from Monday to Friday. And as a reward, you receive profits from the profits these guys make. And the way it works is, I'll show you up here. So for example, the managers 1 to 6 last week didn't make that much profits. They were on like 4%, 7%, whereas guys the investors 7 to 11, they did really well. I mean, investor number 9 had made 11.63% contribution towards the total growth. And the way it works is everybody's total is added up together, divided by the amount of investors, which is 25, and then you've got mean average, which is this week, which was 7.13%. Anyway, I hope that gives you a better understanding of how this works. Looking at the dashboard, it's working, it's paying. I mean, last week got paid 1,500. I bought a few more packages. I've topped up to get 2 greens. This week before Sunday, so tomorrow midday to afternoon, I'm going to try get 1 more yellow package possibly. So I'm maximizing, the return, because if I left it here 19722 for the week, it's not going to do anything. Leaving the funds here does not earn any profits, but investing it, so even if I add a little bit more and put it in here, I'll be earning 18%, 18.2% a month with 36% commission. Anyway, follow the link. The links are the description, and see you in the next video. Peace.